Hi everyone, this is Ram from Informatica Global Customer Support Team. In this video, we'll see choice, all, enumeration in XSD or XML. So these are very important when you are handling XML data in ISCS or in Power Center. So let me start with a quick demo. Now we can see, so this is the XML file, XSD. So in this XSD, so we are going to use a choice. So how to use a choice? If you see here, this is a XS colon sequence. So when you define a sequence, that means if I use, for example, choice in the sense, in these two elements, for example, you can see it here. So these are the simple elements. And in for this, there is a sequence. That means all these line, city, state, country should come in a sequence. Now I don't want everything. I need only line. So in that case, I kept min occurs equal 0 for all the remaining elements. But the issue here is, if you see here, so min occurs equal to 0, which is fine. But if I can also keep line, I can keep city also, state also, country also. But I don't need like that. But I need only one of the element that to be defined. So if you see here, even if you define min occurs equal to 0, you can still define city, state, country underline, but I don't need like this. So in that case, what you need to do is XS colon choice. So I just wanted to pick any one of from this. So I don't need all. So if you see XS colon choice, so in this way, you need to define this XS colon choice, and let me validate this, and let me valid. So this is valid. Now I'm going to create an XML file from this. So let me create an XML file, new XML. So this is a schema that I am going to use. So now you can see here. So this is the choice that I have used in the address, line, city, state, country. So in the address, if I just see, so if I just use, so you can use only any one element. So I can use one. So these are the mandatory elements. So let me pass values to this. So product name, something BMW, and product quantity 10. Okay. So let me put validate and valid. So now we can see one, I have chosen only one. Now if I type to choose other one, so you cannot see any other element. So if I simply place city here, so city, and I'm going to put UK something. Okay. So if I just validate, now we can see city is not allowed at this location under the address. So no more elements expected. So in that way, it is like a radio box. For example, if you have male, female, you need to choose only one, male or female. You cannot choose both. Even if you keep min occurs equal 0, you can pass. So the end user might pass male and female both for one gender, for one human being. So in that case, this will help. So this is a use of choice. And next one is all. So if you see here, if I keep sequence here, that means all the elements should occur in a sequence. But I don't need sequence. I need all the elements, but in a random order. So in that case, you need to change to XS colon all. Now, if I go here, now we can see. So this is well formed and this is valid. So even if I put city at the top, and if I validate, it is valid because the sequence I am using as all instead of sequence. Now the next thing is extension. So now we need to use an enumeration. So how to use an enumeration? So what is enumeration basically? So you have some simple element, you wanted to restrict that element. For example, country here, you can pass any country in the world to this element, but I don't need like that. I need only UK and US. So in that case, so instead of using a string, you need to define one element, simple type. So XS colon simple type name, I'm going to use country type as a name. So this country type, instead of this XS colon string, I need to use this. And you can see XS colon restriction. So this is a restriction I'm going to use, and XS colon enumeration. So enumeration is a value that you are going to pass to this country because this is a country type using. So I wanted to use only UK, and I wanted to use US. So these two countries only I want customers to update the XML. So you can see child of information either require a base. So this access colon restriction. So you need to define a base. Okay. So what is a base for this? So this base is access colon string. So this is a base. So you need to define that base access colon string. On string you are applying. So country type. Now if I just save and if I go here, so this is a city. Now if I just validate, it is valid. Now let me pass country here. Now if I pass country, as you can see only two values are being displayed. If I use UK, it is valid. But if I use Japan and if I validate, you can see Japan is not allowed for element. It does not match any of the defined enumerations. So the enumeration is nothing but imposing a restriction for an element. So using an enumeration, you can define a restriction for the string type. So you can provide your feedback at supportvideos@informatica.com. Thank you for watching this video.